Hi everyone! Want to build a directory website that generates passive income? I'll show you how in this video. I assume that you know what WordPress is. So let's start with uploading Listeo theme. Navigate to WordPress dashboard, themes, and upload zip file with Listeo. Select zip and hit install button. Then click Activate Theme. You will automatically see Setup Wizard for Listeo. Paste your license key. First step is installing all necessary plugins, so let's do it. Now we need to import demo content, and this might take a while, especially importing media files. Once done, click Continue. In this guide, we will skip multi-vendor marketplace setup. It will be covered in separated video linked down below. I will get back to AI Assistant in a moment because it's very helpful. And done. Listeo is installed and ready to customize. Before we start, I would like to highlight our documentation, which is top-notch and covers every possible topic. We have also superb Smart Assistant, powered by the AI specifically trained for Listeo, equipped with extensive knowledge and able to assist in any language, offering guidance, troubleshooting, or feature explanation. Let's ask this guy a couple of questions. As you can see, the AI assistant knows pretty much everything about Listeo, and also has general WordPress knowledge. All right, so one of the coolest things about Listeo is that you get multiple pre-built homepage designs right out of the box. Let me show you what I mean. All samples are perfect for any type of directory. You've got your hero search banner at the top, category boxes, featured listings, and everything loads super fast. By the way, these tabs are sweet. Every single element you see here, completely customizable with drag and drop. No coding whatsoever. Simply click Edit with Elementor. And once loaded, just drag, drop, customize the colors, text, settings, etc. This means you can take any of those demos we just saw and make it 100% yours in minutes, not hours. Let's start with listing layouts. This is what users see when they're browsing or searching through your directory. You've got filters on the left, listings in the middle, and you can switch between grid view, list view, or even map view. And you can customize all of this through Customizer, so let's open it. All right, this is where the magic happens. Here you can control your search results layout, from classic layouts with sidebar to modern with sliding from the side filters. You can set how many listings show per page, listing card settings, default sorting options, or map behavior on mobile devices, whether to be collapsed or expanded by default. I'm not going to explain each option here, just open it yourself and play around. Have fun! Now let's check out header settings. You can switch between header styles right here. Sticky header, transparent header, or with search form inside. Just pick what works best for your directory. Site identity is where you'll upload your logo. Just click here, upload your logo, and it appears on your site instantly. And colors. You can switch to dark or light. You can also modify header or footer color here, and what the most of you will change, primary color. It can be selected using Color Picker over here. Once selected, everything updates. Buttons, links, category highlights, all matching your brand instantly. All right, before we start adding actual listings, we need to set up our taxonomy structure. Think of this as organizing your directory so users can actually find what they're looking for. First up, categories. This is what type of business or listing it is. Now, if you imported the demo, you'll see some categories already here. Restaurants, hotels, gyms, whatever. You can keep these, delete them, or add your own. I recommend checking documentation about how to organize taxonomy structure. We described it well. Adding a category is super simple. Give it a name, assign features, and you can even upload a custom icon for it. Next, features. These are the amenities or characteristics of listings. Things like Wi-Fi available, pet-friendly, whatever makes sense for your directory niche. I wanted to show that they can be displayed on listing cards, but they are not assigned on this demo site now. And finally, regions. This is your geographic structure. So this works just like categories. You can create hierarchical locations. Country, then state or province, then city, then even neighborhoods if you want to get that granular. Now here's a massive time saver, the region importer. Instead of manually typing in hundreds of cities, you can import them in bulk. This literally saves you hours of manual data entry, especially for countries that have dozens of states. Now let's talk about actually getting listings into your directory. Listings can be added in 4 different ways. Manually, by you, the site admin, right here in WordPress, or by visitors or business owners through the front-end submission form. You can also do it through bulk import using CSV or XML files, and the fastest way, using the Listeo Data Scraper plugin, which I'm going to show you in a minute. We're going to cover the whole monetization setup later in the video. First, you select your listing type, and this is the form: title, description, category, location, contact info, gallery images, pricing menu, opening hours, booking settings, everything, and fully customizable. But let's back to the listing scraper I wanted to show you. We need to install it first. Instructions on where to get the plugin will be linked in the description. The process is straightforward, just a regular WordPress plugin installation. Once installed, go to Plugin Settings. All right, first, we need to add our API keys. You'll need 2. A Google Places API key for pulling listing data, and optionally, an OpenAI API key for generating SEO-optimized descriptions. Now, let's import some listings. I'm going to search for Italian restaurants in my area. Then select the location, either by using text query or a map point. Next, select category, region if needed, and click Run Import. And now we wait while it's pulling data: business names, addresses, phone numbers, photos, opening hours, even Google ratings. And it's using OpenAI to write unique, SEO-friendly descriptions for each one. Well, adding manually 10 listings would normally take you 30 minutes. With Listeo, done in 2 minutes. All right, import complete. Let's check out what we got. Look at that. 10 Italian restaurants, all with data populated. Let me apply some filters and let me open one of these up. Check this out. It imported the title, full description, address, phone number, even opening hours, all formatted correctly. Google reviews are imported as well, but we forgot to enable them in theme options. So let's do this. Navigate to Listeo Core, then Single Listing option. Scroll down a bit, and here we go. Google Reviews Integration section. Just enable this toggle and add your API key. You can use the same you created for Listing Scraper. There's even a test button here, so you can verify your API key is working correctly. Google Reviews Cache Duration. It controls how many days the reviews are cached before refreshing. Now this is really important. The API rate limiting section. I highly recommend keeping this on to prevent surprise API cost. And you can see your current API usage statistics right here. So you can monitor how many API calls you're using and keep costs under control. And now when we go back to one of those Italian restaurants we imported, there we go. Now we can see all the Google reviews. Star ratings, review text, reviewer names, dates, everything, pulled automatically. All right, now let's talk about the money-making part. Listeo offers several ways to monetize your directory. Paid listing packages, selling ad spots, paid claim listings, and charging fees from bookings. So when users submit a listing, they see this pricing packages section where they choose which package to purchase. These packages are actually WooCommerce products. And here's the thing, you'll see a bunch of products here. Click here on the product type filter and select listing package. And there we go. Now we're only seeing the listing packages. These are the packages that users can purchase to post their listings. Products that are set to the Listeo booking product type are not visible on the front end and are not indexed by Google. This is done to manage payments for bookings. Every time you create a listing in Listeo, it automatically generates a shadow copy of that listing as a product for booking purposes. You can create new packages or edit imported from demo. Anyway, let me edit this extended package to show you how these work. All right, now scroll down past the price settings, and here's where the magic happens. Look at all these options. Package features title, subtitle text for pricing tables, listing limit, how many listings they can post with this package, listing duration, how many days the listing stays active, feature listing, gives them a featured badge. Anyway, let's save those changes. Now, if we go back to the submission form and look at the pricing packages section, our changes are saved, but they're not visible in the pricing table yet. Why? Because there's one tiny setting we need to enable first. Go to Listeo Core Settings, then the Packages Options tab, you'll see this important section. Show extra package options automatically in pricing table. While being here, I would like to mention this important section. This lets you disable certain modules in the free submission form. Save this change, and now, when we refresh the submission form, the pricing table shows all the features we configured. By the way, you can add custom items to the package list over there. This is a repeatable field where you can add your own custom features or benefits to display in the pricing table. To do that, we need to go back to Product Edit page. Okay, here we go. This gives you complete flexibility to differentiate your packages beyond just the standard modules. You can add any selling point or feature that matters to your customers. Let's go back to the submission form and look at the change. And here it is. Now, let's talk about another monetization feature in Listeo: paid claim listings. So we just set up paid packages for users who want to submit new listings. But what if you add listings to your directory, either manually or by scraping them, and then let business owners pay to claim them? Let me show you another powerful revenue stream: paid claims. Here's one of those Italian restaurants we imported earlier. Notice it says not verified here. Right now, it's just asking for a claim request. This is just a free claim request that would go to the admin for manual approval. But we can monetize this. Let me go to Listeo core settings and click on claim listings. I will skip explaining each setting separately, as they are described in detail here. So let's enable paid claims. By the way, below you've got all email notification settings related to claiming, admin notifications, user status notifications, etc. You can customize all the email subjects and content with dynamic tag. Now let's go back to that restaurant listing. And open the claim pop-up again. Now it shows the pricing packages. The business owner can see pricing packages, the same we covered earlier in this video. And the beauty is, you're providing value. They get a professional listing with booking functionality, reviews, and all the features, and you get paid for it. All right, now let me explain the third revenue stream: booking commissions. Let me go to Listeo core settings and click on booking. There are many settings here: notifications, calendar, time zones, and more. The defaults work well for most people, and everything's explained in our knowledge base. Let me go back to the general settings. This is where you set your commission percentage for all bookings. The default is 10%, but you can set it to whatever makes sense for your business model: 5%, 15%, 20%, whatever. I'm going to search for Sunny Apartment. This is one of our listings that has booking enabled. And here's the booking form. Let me select some dates. And look, the total price is calculated: $75 for 2 nights. Now here's the beautiful part. I, as the site admin, automatically get 10% of this, just for facilitating the booking through my platform. And finally, one more revenue stream: paid advertising spots. Listeo has a built-in ad campaign manager that lets listing owners pay to promote their listings in premium positions on your site. This is the ad campaign creation form that your users see. Users can configure their campaign settings here and choose where their ad appears. The system automatically calculates click or views estimations. Once they click Submit Ad, they're taken to checkout, and their listing starts appearing in those premium positions. Now let me show you one of the most powerful features of Listeo: the visual form and field editor. Let's say I want to add a check-in, checkout date field in the search bar. I'm going to Listeo Editor and clicking on Search Forms. And here's the form editor. On the right side, available elements. On the left side, active fields that are currently showing on the search form. So I just drag and drop check-in field into search and save changes. Let me go back to the homepage and voila! There's our check-in checkout field right in the search bar. You are not limited to existing fields. In fact, you can create custom fields and filters to meet your specific directory needs. Let's say I want restaurant listings to have a cuisine type field, but I don't want that field showing up on hotel or gym listings. And boom, a new tab appears called Restaurants Fields. This is where I configure fields only for restaurants category. I'm going to add a new field called Cuisine Type. Field type. I'll set it to Select, which creates a drop-down menu. And I'll add 2 sample options: Italian and vegan. Before saving, pay attention to these checkboxes. Show on front card. This makes the field visible on the listing card in search results, so users can see the cuisine type before they even click. And Add to Search Form. This adds cuisine type as a filter in the search bar when user will select restaurants category. Let's save the changes and see outcome by editing one of our existing listings. Let's edit this. As you can see, there's a section with custom fields that automatically appeared. I selected Italian option from the dropdown. Now let's go to Preview. Then save changes and open our listing. And there it is, cuisine type, displayed right on the listing page. Now let me show you something else really cool, the Add Listing Form Editor. By default, all the fields are on one long page, but that can be overwhelming, especially if your submission forms have a lot of fields. I'm turning on toggle for multi-step form, then save changes. And let's check how it looks like. Look at this. Instead of one overwhelming form, the fields are now nicely split into logical sections. Obviously, you can add more steps if needed. And here's the grand finale, custom listing types. You can create unlimited custom listing types, each with unique form configurations, different field sets, custom booking settings, specific taxonomies, tailored submission workflows. We're just scratching the surface here. Check our documentation or ask AI Assistant to dive deep into all Listeo options. Now let's talk about customizing the single listing page. Let's open Osteria Restaurant Listing. So this is what a single listing looks like. You've got the header with photos, description, location map, etc. And the great thing is, you have complete control over what shows and what doesn't. Let me show you some settings. For example, let's change photo gallery style. I'm going to switch it to gallery on top. Let me enable one more really nice feature while I'm here. By the way, we already covered Google reviews earlier in this video. Okay, here it is. Similar listings, also called nearby listings. This feature shows a carousel with nearby listings and distance indicators. Now, let me go back to that restaurant listing. As you can see, we got different photo gallery, and let's scroll a bit to nearby listings. See these distance markers? That's calculated automatically based on the listing's geolocation data. By the way, with Elementor Pro, you can even build completely custom single listing templates with drag and drop. And here's the owner profile page with bio, some stats, and socials. While we're talking about the single listing page, let me show you a superb plugin that comes with Listeo for free. AI Review Highlights. It uses AI to analyze all the listing reviews and automatically generate smart, concise highlights. Let's install this plugin first. You will find instructions where to get this plugin in documentation. I guess you know how to install plugins in WordPress, but here you go. Click Add Plugin, then Upload Plugin, then choose File and select Zip. Hit Install Now. And activate Plugin. Now I'm going to Listings in the sidebar and clicking AI Review Highlights. All right, here's the plugin interface. 2 tabs, Settings and Generate and Manage. You need to enter your OpenAI API key here. And don't worry, it takes literally 3 minutes to create one. Tweak settings to your needs and save them. You can fine-tune exactly how the AI generates these highlights. Then go to Generate tab. Let me just select a couple of listings for a test and click Generate Summaries. The plugin is now reading all WordPress reviews for each listing, fetching Google reviews, if the listing has a Google Place ID, sending all that review data to OpenAI. AI is analyzing the reviews and generating concise highlights, and then saving the summaries to the database. And done. Summaries generated. Now, let me go back to that restaurant listing we were looking at earlier. And there it is, AI review highlights section. Well, all the points are positive because it seems this listing didn't have any negative reviews. Let me introduce another killer feature. AI chat and search. It uses AI to turn regular keyword search into smart, semantic search that understands user intent, plus adds intelligent assistant on your website who can answer people questions or search through listings database. First thing, you need to add your OpenAI API key here. As I already mentioned, it takes literally 3 minutes to create it. Once added and tested, click Save Settings and go to Data Training tab. This is where the magic happens. We're going to train the AI chatbot on our listing content. In the Pro version of this plugin, you can train the AI on multiple data sources. This means the AI will have comprehensive knowledge of everything on your site. For now, let's train it on listings only. This process might take a little while, especially if you have hundreds or thousands of listings. The plugin reads all your listing details. It teaches the AI what each listing is about. That info is stored efficiently in your database. The AI now understands your listings, making search much smarter. And all set, training complete. Now let's go to the AI Chat tab, where we can configure the chatbot settings and enable floating widget. Let's see this chatbot in action. Look at the bottom right corner. There's the floating chat widget. Now let me ask it a question about Italian restaurants in New York that we have on our website. AI will analyze our message and either answer directly or search website database first. And look at this! Cool, isn't it? We can also ask AI about specific listing details. For example, opening hours. Now, AI will fetch all data about this specific listing, like pricing, opening hours, description, all ratings, amenities, basically everything. You can also use AI semantic search feature without using Chatbot by adding AI search field directly into search forms. Let me show you. Let's go to Listeo editor, then search forms editor. Then from available elements, select AI search field, drag it into active fields, and save. I will delete one field, so we have more space on home search. Now, let's test this on the home page. I'm going to type a query that regular keyword search would most likely never work with. Italian restaurant where I can eat tiramisu. This is the power of AI search. It found Italian restaurants that serves desserts and marked them as best match. We've covered a lot in this walkthrough. It's a solid base to get you started. Listeo gives you everything you need: the technology, the tools, and the infrastructure. If you want to go deeper, try Official Listeo Facebook group. Connect with other directory owners, share tips, and get inspired. It's an active community with around 200 new posts every month. That speaks for itself. Explore documentation with over 100 detailed articles, and chat with our AI assistant. And finally, official support. If you ever get stuck, our team here to help. We know this platform inside and out.